There's a question I get asked quite often, which is, so you're still single? And the word single, it lands wrong, and it always has. Because here's what I've realized. There's a difference between being single and living solo. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. So single is a status. It tells you what I'm not. I'm not married. I'm not in a relationship. I'm not taken. While solo is a way of living. It tells you what I am. I'm whole, I'm building, and I'm not waiting. And most people never make that distinction. When they hear single, they hear incomplete. They hear waiting room. They hear something must be wrong. Today, let's talk about what solo life means and why I stopped the word single define me. Hi, I'm Mylene. I'm 37. I'm French and I have lived by myself forever. Welcome to my channel. I will share with you the behind the scenes of my solo life, the good, the bad, and the ugly of my life choices, but mostly the good ones because I do love living by myself. Here's what single life looks like from the outside and what society tells you it should look like from the inside. Being single means you're between relationships. It means that you're looking for a relationship, or you should be looking for a relationship. It means that your current state is temporary. It's a transition period while you find the right person. Your life hasn't really started yet. That's the single life, and that's exhausting. I can see it in people's eyes when they learn that I'm 37 and living solo. I see pity and judgment because in their framework, being in a couple is an achievement. It's like graduating or getting promoted. And if you haven't hit that milestone by a certain age, that means that something must be wrong with you. A bit like if you were sick and waiting for the cure to arrive. What they do not understand is that I am not sick. I am not waiting for any cure or anyone to save me. And one thing is certain, I am not incomplete. I have never been on dating apps. I've never put myself out there strategically. There was a period when I was much younger, when I wondered when love would happen to me. But I didn't actually do anything about it. I didn't go out more. I didn't change my behavior, the way I looked, because I think that deep down, I didn't want to chase something that I didn't need. What if you're not actually waiting? So here's the shift. Single life asks, when will you find someone? Solo life asks, what am I building? I've always been building. I never postponed my life, wanting someone to show up. I moved abroad. I went out. I traveled. I made decisions based on where I wanted to go, not on who might come with me. I've always wanted to be financially independent, not as backup plan in case love failed, but as the default. I want to be able to pay for everything I want and I need. The guilt I felt wasn't about being alone. It was about not being where other people thought I should be, relationship-wise. I looked at friends pairing up, marrying, having kids, and I think, am I behind? And then I looked at what I've actually done, what I've accomplished by myself alone. The countries I lived in, the career I was building and still building, the novels that I'm writing, the mental reconstruction I've done on myself because I needed to be stable before I could be with anyone. So that's not behind, that's intentional. But let me be honest about something. The few relationships I've had, they weren't serious. Not in the building a life together sense. I was young and we were just living day by day. And I've realized since that those relationships were filling a void. I didn't love those people the way you would a life partner. I loved being noticed. I loved being the one someone looked at. I loved the attention because I hadn't learned yet how to give this attention to myself. And here's what I think a lot of women go through without even realizing it. You confuse being seen with being loved. You think that if someone finally picks you, the emptiness goes away. But it doesn't. It just gets quieter for a while, and I cut that illusion early. I do not hate those relationships. They actually taught me something. I just stopped chasing that feeling, the validation, the finally someone sees me rush, before it became a pattern. Because I understood at some point that I wasn't looking for a partner. I was looking for proof that I mattered. And here's the thing about solo life. You don't need someone to prove that you matter. You already know. When I try to explain the difference between solo and single, most people don't get it. But I'm lucky because my friends don't break it up. They don't make my relationship status the center of the conversation. I can live my life without it being the main topic. But outside of my circle of friends, it's a bit different. Strangers, co-workers, acquaintances, they do get curious. And some are genuinely interested. Some just want to know why I'm still alone. But if they push too hard, if they treat my life like a problem that needs solving, I do too treat their life like it's a problem. Not because I'm against relationships, because I'm not. I just want them to feel for 1 second, or 2, or maybe 3, what being judged for a life choice is. So yeah, I'm gonna judge him very hard. And they are really not ready for it. There are indeed moments of solitude. I mean, most of my friends live kind of far away from where I live actually. And there are things I would love to share with them, but that doesn't stop me from doing it. Because solitude is not new for me. It's been my companion since childhood. Please don't be sad. And at one point, being much younger, I dreamed about big friendships, a long list of people, constantly socializing, the kind of life that looks full from the outside. And then I realized that that's not me. I'm not built for constant socialization. I'd rather have 5 people I could really count on than 50 who just know my name. Quality over quantity in love, friendships, everything. So let me say this clearly, because people always want to hear what they want to hear. I am not against being in a couple. Saying that I don't want to be in a relationship would be false. But I don't need one. That's the difference. That's the entire difference. Need comes from lack. I need a partner because my life feels empty. I need a partner because I can't afford rent alone. I need a partner because being alone scares me. Whereas want comes from fullness. I'd welcome someone into this life I've built, but I'm not waiting at the door. Solo life is building a life as an independent human being, and maybe one day someone joins that life, not completes it, joins it. Single life is being in waiting, either waiting for a relationship to start or actively refusing one because of past wounds. In both cases, the relationship status defines you. Solo life says, I define me. So you're not a status, you're not a waiting room. You are not someone's missing half. You're a whole person living a whole life. If someone joins it one day, great. If not, great. Either way, you're already living. So if you ever felt the weight of the word single, please tell me in the comments. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.